Marilyn Wagner here in Spruce Grove with Stamping Creations with Marilyn. I'm going to share today with you a card that I made with painted poppies using some vellum. You may have seen this on my blog today. If not, I encourage you to go there and check it out. And when I do a card class, like I did this one last week, I make up kits for my customers to use and receive when they come to my table. And I have a number of those left, so I thought rather than just put them all together and use them, which I will, I would share with you how I did that. So, to carry on, I will, I think that's in the screen, just share a few things with you. For each of my classes, I do a sheet showing all of the products, the card, and on the reverse side is the recipe on measurements and everything that we had done. So when they come to class, they get that. They get an envelope with all the pieces. We always make sure we check because some of them are pretty small. And for this one, I have used Whisper White for the base, Blackberry Bliss with a coordinating piece of the designer paper from the Poppies suite. I have cut out the pieces with the big shot, just in the essence of saving time. And when I ended up with them, of course, it's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. So the ladies did have to decide how this matched up. And now I can't figure it out. There it is. The vellum just gives a little bit of different picture on the back. That black, this goes on the smaller one, and I had put it back there. And the two leaves I just tucked in to make the variance in color just a little bit different. One thing I did want to share, if you're using this particular die set, that you can do different colors of the two dies and therefore get your shading with different colors because they do match exactly as shown in this one. You can also shade these with Stampin' Daubers and different ink, and it will save you having to get out different pieces of cardstock. And the other thing I really like about this set is the versatility of when you cut this out, you get all these inside pieces. So I saved mine, cut another layer out of the copper, and was able to piece it together just like a jigsaw puzzle there, and I really like that effect. So I'll save those and put them on a different card at another time. So just another couple of hints. When you're putting with vellum, of course, you can see through it. So what I like to do is just put glue. Oh, of course, my bottle is getting towards the end. Whoa, there. Ooh, now I got way too much. And a little bit in each of the areas that won't be seen. And then line it up on the vellum, and I'm not going to do that on that one without taking off some of the glue because that is just way too much. And I use my silicone mat so that it doesn't get my paper all sticky. Oh, I see a little bit peeking out there, a little bit not over there. Of course, when I want to show you that, it's not working the way I wanted it to, but you get the idea. And again, on all of these pieces, just a little bit of adhesive holds it. And when you go to, just let that one dry a little bit. Try not to be quite so generous with the adhesive on this one. Just a little dot will usually hold it for all you need. And there's a little part on here. This those over. Gorgeous paper that comes with the Poppies Sweet. I cut it just a little bit smaller than the Blackberry Bliss, so there's just an edge around it. My card, and I didn't bring a bone folder over here. Use my fingernail. All else fails, use what you have. So on the stamping side of it, and there's my card in there so you can see it. The congratulations I did with Blackberry Bliss. And again, because Stampin' Up! Has all the matching inks and paper, it always matches. And for the inside, I did the words from that same set. Wishing you every happiness on this special day. And again, for just a little bit of color on the inside, I used one of the leaf stamps and just added. So once, obviously got ink on my finger. So this particular one, because of that, I'm thinking that I'm going to, should have found that before, and I could have turned the card around. But because I got ink on there, I'm wondering if I can do it the opposite way. And when I went to put my poppies on, I did a little bit of glue again on the back of the smaller one. A little bit of glue. And then on the larger one, I did put a dimensional and made sure that it was behind, maybe I'll even use a couple of them, behind the center, so that it's not visible through the vellum on the front side. Now, because I'm doing this on the opposite side, do a little bit of thinking on how I'm going to put everything together. And again, using the silicone mat I always have beside me for stamping, I use the foam pad, especially with the photopolymer stamps. Tuck that in there. And then, because I like bling on almost everything I do, I put a rhinestone. Actually, I put, on that one I did just put one. And because these are quite a size, that's probably all that I will do, is just a bit of bling there. So there you have a look at two different cards made with the same, oh, there was another rhinestone in the center, look at that, missed that, and one on the leaf. I thought it was strange that I only put one on. One there and another little guy right there. So, yes, they're different, but they are done with the same materials. So, just a little bit of a share with you to show you how I made those. Thanks for checking in. Bye now.